What's going on, people? We back again with another vid today. I ain't been on much, to be honest. I just been trying to get my mind in a peaceful state. I feel like for the most part everything's been okay. I find myself in a season of my life where it's pretty. Ooh, I have a pimple. In a season of my life where everything feels slow, but I know that because of that, that means a lot of things is about to happen. See, a lot of people, they'll take their slowness or their time of isolation per se. Let's say you're not around a lot of people or you don't have much going on. There's many things I could do with that. You could fill your time with things as much as you can, you know, whether it be hobbies or taking care of yourself. But I think also one of the main cool things about that is that's the time when the universe allows itself to set itself in your favor. Sometimes the greatest thing you can do in a time by yourself is nothing. I feel like in moments of silence, that's the greatest chapter of change. When people are removed, when certain opportunities and places and ideas and ways of thinking and believing and stuff are removed. I find myself now getting to a point where I don't get mad at like I said, I don't get mad at things not going my way. I believe that I'm probably a little bit bloated. Let me see on the other side. Oh, maybe because I was laying on my cheek. My skin's kind of weird right now. But what I was saying was I feel like a lot of the time in the past, the frequency of my mind or the frequency of like how I saw the world around me or how I was reacting to the world around me, I let the world decide what I was instead of being the reflection to the world of what I was. And in this life, we all have a choice to like live it, right? We all have the choice to decide the factors, not every factor, but of our own decisive decisions, of our own choices of how to live, right? What's important to us in our human experience. And so, because life is an unknowable thing that no one in the world understands fully, I would say, or at least knowledge that people don't tap into. The knowledge that you obtain in the world can be used and applied with wisdom to therefore help you process the reality in front of you. And so based on what you know and maybe how you feel processes that what you see. So like a lot of things that I be noticing is like on Instagram, for example, they'll try to show you a lot of news, a lot of situations where bad things are happening, right? And they'll put it in front of you. And I understand. I advocate for humanity. I advocate for the love of people, of all races. I want a world where we can all live in peace, right? Ideally, that's what. If you ask just a person that at least cares about life, 9 times out of 10, your average person will be like, the idea of world peace is a beautiful thing, right? But then it's like, well, then what do you think the issue is? A lot of people say, we need a vote. We need to vote our government officials and such things, right? Absolutely. I could see the point and factors on that. But I'm also a person that sometimes when people look at it at a grand scale, they'll be like, oh, the big picture is this conglomerate of people. Like, sometimes the main issue for me in my mind when it comes to the world is we're so quick to put the blame on other people instead of really looking at ourselves. and really looking at what surrounds us and really look at our choices. Like I see a lot recently on the news or the news about inflation, right? You'll see inflation. And I was talking to my brother about this, and I was like, you know, everybody chooses to pay bills. And if you really think about it, everybody, you know, you decided that you were going to pay an an exceeding amount, right? Because you want to keep the value of the things you have, essentially, keep things in function. So we have electricity and all this stuff that we had to pay for, food and all this. But at one point, long time ago, a group of people came together and decided this, right? Like in school, I remember learning about when the American colonies, essentially Europeans coming from Europe to America and trying to establish themselves to get away from the European regimes. And so essentially, one of the things that I was learning in school was a famous line, no taxation without representation. And even though as a kid I could see the distortion and the wrongdoings of, you know, the people coming over, I understood that comment. I understood, okay, yeah, if we're gonna be taxed on a certain amount of things or by a certain price, I should at least have the say in what the fuck I'm paying on, right? I shouldn't pay on nothing or do anything that I don't feel that how do I say this? That takes away my free will. You know, I should have a say on what I put my money towards, right? If I'm working for something or if I'm in a society. Well, if we had that ball knowledge at a certain point, right, to where you know, you're supposed to represent what you pay taxes on. So we as a people choose to represent those things. Like, I decided that I was gonna pay this amount for this thing. At the end of the day, someone could throw a price at you. That's the whole thing about bargaining, salesmen, right? Someone could throw a price at you, right? At the end of the day, niggas can't force you to buy something you don't want to buy. Like when you go to grocery stores and you go to buy some food, like you choose that with your currency, right? The energy that you multiplied into something. So what I mean by that is like money itself, the tangible form of money. That's just what we use to exchange energy, because all it is really like is exchanging energy for whatever it is you're doing. So food service, you're giving your time and your energy to help people serve food. You're serving them food in any food service, but you get paid, which is like, all right, what is the equivalent of the energy that I put into this job? It would be, okay, money. We have money, the dollar bill. And so the dollar bill is a representation of an energy exchange. Which, that being said, from that point on, like, yeah, that's the equivalent that we say on that, right? But we, by doing the job and accepting the pay that we get, like we accept, like, okay, this is the terms of agreement, this is how much you're gonna get paid. We decided how much our energy is worth. We decided how much our word was. So like when niggas on the internet be talking about, we're gonna put chemicals on the food and shit, right? And we're telling you this information, and it's up to you to go really know the information. It's like, well, damn, like that's one thing that America does that I noticed like other countries don't. Like other countries don't allow them to just put anything in the food. We allow it. All the shit that all the laws and votes and stuff that they pass it on, we allow it. And then it's back to that idea of what I was saying about like voting on stuff. Like I believe voting matters. I want to be in a society where my vote does matter. But because I understand the history of the nation itself and how it, like, just, yeah, how tricksy it is, and then also with the, like, this is a capitalist country. This country is for making money. So the thing about this country is that you can make money in a lucrative different ways because you have an access of tapping into that energy in America, right? Depending on what you do, there's so many ways you can make money now, right? That you have to make money, right? They tell you that like life is the number. What number do you have in your account? And what number you have is based on, you know, what you can do. But I don't want like I don't want to, like, I don't view money in the sense that it makes me happy. Like, I view it as energy, and I want to be able to accumulate energy in the ways that I choose. And then I'll go back to the idea of voting, right? The idea of voting is the energy of people together making a decision. That's what voting is. If you break it down to me, what I view it as, voting is the energy of people together making a decision. When you get all these people together and they make a decision on voting, right? That's a choice that they made together as a union. So then, okay, you break it down. That's back to what I was saying about jobs. You get a dedicated group of people to put their energy into this conglomerate and make a decision on both ends. But then that's like, okay, well then the issue isn't the rule, that isn't the thing that's being thrown at us. It's what we're putting our energy towards. And I was saying to my brother, like every day we decide to pay bills. We sit there and tell people, I'm gonna pay you this amount for this. What if everybody in America, or fuck it, everybody in a town for one day didn't buy shit? Like when they be saying boycott shit, like it's like not like you can't just say it to the masses. You gotta say it to your community. Like we don't build up our communities no more. Like that's where they got you dismayed. They want you to focus on the government, but you're not focused on our communities. We're not focused on our day in it, like who I'm gonna see in town. If you live in your town, you know, we all live in this certain area. We provide services to each other, right? But we need to be able to provide services to each other on a mass scale in our communities. The government all day can sit here and give federal laws and, you know, this applies to everybody, you know, but then by state, our laws are different depending on where you live. But that's because of what our community as a whole chooses. You feel me? And so it's like, I don't know, man. I'm grown now. Like, I'm an adult. You know, like, and so I'm seeing shit like a little bit different to where like I see the aspects of people's livelihoods different. Like, no, like, yeah, we have crazy stuff happening in the world, but we're not uniting as we should. We're sitting here on Instagram showing posts instead of really getting to know our community. Like, how can you understand what's happening in a war if you don't even know what's going on with your day in, day out people? People watch the news and think they understand people. Like, you have no clue what's going on. I don't see the news and then be like, oh, I completely understand the situation. I feel like I get it on a larger scale. I feel like I can understand it from a different perspective, maybe different cultural views, but like, I don't know. It's hard to stay tapped in with everything all at once at all times. How do you do that? How do you focus on your job and then you focus on the news and then you focus on yourself, your health, you focus on the world, you focus on, you know, like it's a bunch of, especially nowadays, it's a bunch of distraction in your face. It's a bunch of like waste of time. Like I be watching streamers and I'm like, what if these niggas are the new, like streaming in itself isn't a bad idea, but I'll be looking at stream shit. I'm like, hold on, bro. What if these are like the news, like streamers are the new celebrities, right? And I'm just going to ramble. I'm just rambling, y'all. Streamers are the new celebrities, right? But they all be kind of posting the same shit. Like honestly, niggas all just, like a lot of Instagram, and maybe just my feed. Maybe something wrong with me in that aspect. But like the dating is so transactional. Like when was the last time you could really say, damn, I was really in love with somebody and somebody was really loving with me? Like there's people out there that know that, but there's people that they don't choose their relationship as a way to, at least I want to say true love. Like true love isn't transactional. You know what I'm saying? Truly seeing a person can't be transactional. What would you gain for seeing all of a person? Nothing. In truth, nothing. You would gain all about them, but like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to see people if you don't want to in America. That's the main thing, is you can do what you want here. You can sit here and go on your street, nigga, and go see a crackhead on the street. Leave that nigga alone. We got niggas rotting in prison right now, not treated like humans. We got people that can't even pay their bills right now. So it's like, if I can't even focus on what I got going on, how the fuck could I be genuine to anybody around me? when everybody's in the same spot, same place, we all got the same issues, but we don't at the same time. So then it's like, how do I balance my issues with myself and then my issues with the world around me? But then it's like, myself, I don't want to identify with my issues. I want to be able to see my issues and be able to make a change towards them. Like, fuck what it is how I want to see it. At the end of the day, because these niggas at the end of the day want me to be like, the world wants you to be upset. The world wants you to hate people. The world wants you to be lustful. The world wants you to be uncaring, not civilized, not gracious, not grateful. I don't want to live in a world like that. I don't want to be a type of person like that. Like, I know that humans themselves, they are things of creation and they are things of God. And so with that being said, all of that is important. And I feel like the main issue is not seeing the God in people. You know, when that energy exchange, when you have multiple people, all people together and make a change. And we've seen it in history when niggas, you know what I'm saying? African Americans of this country getting equal rights. I was looking up history. Africa itself has been in collision courses with countries for 1,400 years. Like, it's niggas just be talking about they just, slavery, 300 years. But like, we just got equal rights. It hasn't even been 100 years in America. But then I see the beauty in that because I'm like, wait, because that point in history happened, I was born, I'm mixed. Imagine Martin Luther King didn't make that dream. I have a dream. Imagine that nigga didn't make that speech. Imagine if niggas didn't make motion the way they did. Because at the end of the day, that's the other side, is that the evil at play will make you think that you're not blessed. Like, niggas will play you into not seeing your blessings. Evil people don't, that's the goal. Evil people don't want you to see your blessings. Because they see it. Because at the end of the day, we live in a place where I can be anybody I want to be, for real. I can love who I want to love. I can live how I want to live. And then there's power in that. There's power in your choices because the truth, free will is to be free, right? To have free will is to be free and free of choice and free of thought. But it's like, how do you know what's your thought anymore? How do you know how you actually really feel inside when everybody's showing you and telling you how to feel on shit? When other people's problems is making you feel like you need to see your perspective different, or you need to be in a certain way of light. Like, nah, like, I'm not living in a world where I have to conform. But then it's like, well, what does conforming really look like? How do you know if you... And I think it's really, I think a lot of people, it's a state of being where people aren't, there's people that are being at a state of love and authenticity, and there's people that aren't. And so I know that the people that aren't, they're to deceive. They like, how do I put this? Because I'm rambling, yo. I'm just talking. But I knew in my life that there was beauty in it. I feel like that's one thing for myself. I feel like in all my life, I knew life was beautiful. I knew that niggas, like, people make life worse. Life will always live. Like, his living things will always exist. That's just how life works. You know? And that's the beauty of it, is that there really is no end to shit. There's no end. There's no end to nothing. You know? It's infinite as long as you see it that way. So it's like, if people believe in infinite pain, well, fuck it, I can believe in infinite love. I can believe in infinite compassion. I can believe that if there's a lot of evil, then there's a lot of good. But I also am a person that believes that that knows that People are much more than they realize. Like, people don't even understand how special they are. People don't even understand how special our existence is. I feel like that's why I always I loved I love my existence. I love the way that I see things. I love the way that I feel things. I love the way that I interact with life. But I also love the way that people do. I don't care who it is. I think the expression of one's self and their reality is vastly different, but it's not as beautiful and not as heart wrenching, or like, we all experience things. I like to share my experiences with people because I want people to understand me. But sometimes I don't care to be understood because not everybody can understand me. I can't understand everybody in every aspect, but like, I think it's how you choose to see people. I think it's how do you choose to see yourself? What's important to you? And then what does that really look like? You know? I see my life as beautiful, abundant, prosperous. I don't believe in I don't believe that things happen to me. I believe that things happen for me. I believe everything happens for me. I believe everything happens for everybody, so long as you learn to see it that way. You know? But I think also because of the choices that I've made in my life, as a person, led me down to my conclusions and led me down. And that's the thing too. Like, it's all our choices. We all feel things, you know? And how we feel is what emotion we emit, you know? And a feeling can fuck your life up. Isn't that crazy? A feeling can make everything too, though. But I just want to feel like in this world, I want to feel like I'm at flow with the planet. I want to feel like I'm connected to things, bro. Like, I want to feel connected to people. I want to feel connected to animals. I want to feel connected to the earth, to spirits, to God, to the universe around me, because I know that we're all interconnected. Everything, all life, all life. Life force is a thing that exists. And energy is eternal. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred. There's energy in all things. And it's just how you transfer the energy. And there's many ways to work on that. There's many ways to transmute that and make it into something better. And that's a part of the human experience. We got to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, it's what you do with how you feel. Like, I was feeling under the weather today, but I chose certain things. Oh, be with my brother, rest, make this video. I don't have time in my life anymore to not be myself, because there's I see so many people unhappy. Like, unhappy. I have sad moments in my life, but like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I feel like I choose to live my life at a state of peace, and what my peace looks like allows me to live that way and to have that mindfulness, you know, to have that heart. But I feel like love was also transferred into me, you know? Transferred by people that allows me to love to remember. Also an inner knowing, but to remember. That's why history is so important. Like, that's why when they're trying to take your history, they're trying to take what's important to you. Your past binds you to your present, you know? But then you get to create your it's that knowledge, and your future is your wisdom. It's how you use the knowledge that you have obtained. And then we exist now in the present, having thoughts and creating things. Speaking to people, interacting with life in any way that we choose. In any way. In bad ways and in good ways. And then there's that gray middle area of why people do certain things and act certain ways, and it's like, well, we can be anything. We can be anything we want to be. We can feel however we want to feel. And we can live however we want to live. No one can tell you how to live. But I think in all things, the basis of everything is love. I'm a firm believer of that. I have faith in that. Because I know that in all the things that were created and could be made and could be, I'm here. The universe wanted me. The universe wanted you. Everything that was made was wanted here. So that means you were wanted. That means you and I were wanted here. There's so many people that are not born. There's so many people that we lose time, we lose essence. But time is just a memory. I saw this in Euphoria. Time is just a memory locked in space and time. So it exists throughout all time. Everybody is experiencing something at the exact same moment, no matter where you go in time. Right now, it's in the morning in fucking Europe right now, probably, or something. And I'm at night. But someone's experiencing something right now. You watching me, you're experiencing a moment right now at the same time. At the same time, when you watch that YouTube video, yeah, it tells you when it was made, but you experiencing that moment in that time. And in that video, they're experiencing that at the same time. Because they're sending you a vision directly when you're supposed to get it. Because to them, they sent it to everybody all at once and they all got it at the same time. But no, everybody got it the time they got it. But everybody's seen it. It's consistent. Everybody's algorithm, what we see. You see bad bitches on there. You see arts, you see cool shit, you see good shit, you see bad bitches. I've been looking at bad hoes apparently. But you see games, people, destruction, creation, all by what you choose to see too. Cause like other people's, nobody's feed is exactly the same. And you can migrate your feed. You can change your feed. And a feed is maybe a representation of your mind state to an extent. So it's like, all right, I gotta change my feed up. I gotta start looking at knowledge, research and shit. Get in my academic mode, but I don't know. I'm just glad to be here. I'm just glad, I'm really glad. I want people to be happy about life. I'm happy about life even in my lowest moments, but I feel like that's what like, I know myself in my lowest moments, and I know what I would really truly want to do. No matter what anybody says. Someone could think I'm a bitch, someone could think I'm gay, someone could think, they could think whatever they want about me. All I care about is that I know I made the decision that was mine. I don't want to make no decision for nobody else except me. Because I have my existence. I love people's ideas, but I want my own ideas. I have my own ideas. I have my own ways of living my life. My own perception, just like somebody else does. But I feel like because I have my own, I have much more peaceful living, despite what the world says about me.